Hey Noel, my question is, how does songwriting now compare to songwriting back then?
It's a lot more considered. It sells a lot less, but in a way it's more enjoyable. It's difficult to compare the two eras because you're writing from a young man's perspective back then, writing for a band, and now it's like writing from a where I am in my life now and writing for me to sing. So it's completely different, but I loved it back then, obviously, and I really enjoy it now. I enjoy it now. Probably enjoy it more now, actually.
How's it going, Noel? This is Nick. I'm a huge fan, and my question to you is, do you think that What's the Story Morning Glory, if it came out today, would it be just as successful as it did when it came out back in 1995? Thank you.
I think it would. I think it would. I think that in any era, the great songs on that album, Don't Look Back in Anger and Wonderwall and Champagne Supernova, to name but three, would have been great in any era. And I think the way Liam was then would have been great in any era. Yeah, I think it would be just a success. Maybe not in terms of record sales, because nobody fucking buys records anymore. But in terms of the impact, to a certain degree, it would have been the same, yeah.
Hi Noel, I'm Basil from France, and I wanted to ask you a question about two of my favorite songs on the album, which are Hey Now and Cast No Shadow. We can hear some guitar slide playing on these two tracks, and it really adds a great mood. I just wanted to know if it was new for you to play some slide guitar during these days. So thank you for answering our fan questions, and I hope to see you soon on stage. Cheers.
I think I played slide guitar on Rock and Roll Star, and it's funny because I'm fucking shit playing slide guitar. I don't know why I bother to play it. I cannot play it at all. But it wasn't new, but I soon stopped doing it. But there is slide guitar on BA now, but that's played by a little-known actor called Johnny Depp, who you may have heard of.
안녕하세요.
But I soon packed it in after. I'm not really a slide guitar player.
Hi Noel, just wanted to know if you ever regretted not putting Acquiesce on What's the Story Morning Glory, or if you thought that it added to the band's legacy as such a strong B-side. Thank you.
I don't regret it, no, because it was recorded before we actually came here. It was written on the way to the studio to record Some Might Say. I don't know whether you know the story, but I'll tell you the story now. We were on the way to record Some Might Say, and I was on the train, and the train got stuck in the Severn Tunnel for a couple of hours. I don't know what was fucking wrong. It was probably a leaf on the track. I happened to have a guitar, and I just wrote that song while the train was stopped doing nothing. And we put it out, so it was already out. I don't regret any of the B-sides because it makes Oasis what it is, you know. It's we're not just a band about albums or about the singles. There's a whole other thing going on underneath the surface that people have got to search for, which I'm glad. I'm glad, because you can't have everything fucking given to you. You've got to go and look for it.
Hi Noel, I'm James from Newcastle, and it's mind-boggling to think that this week this album's still in the top 40 in the UK after 25 years. It's staggering, really. But what I was going to ask you is if aliens came down to Earth and demanded to hear one Oasis album, would this be the album that you would show them?
No, is the answer to that. I would show them the best of Oasis. Because it's the best of all the stuff that we did.
I'm Edith.
What's your favorite dinosaur?
Phil Collins. No, hang on a minute. I've seen Jurassic Park: The Lost World recently, and there's mad shit on there. I'm going to go with Phil Collins though.